Welcome to the Nujiang River Valley, a mysterious mountain region on the China-Myanmar border. It's a land where the child mafia won't let you through until you hand over some candy. And the hills are scattered with picturesque log cabins that are weirdly nostalgic for me, having grown up near the Appalachian Mountains. Although this place has put my driving skills to the test with its narrow, bumpy roads, I have still enjoyed every moment of my time here. Well, almost every moment. Y'all, I think this kid is bullying me. Hope you'll be joining us. Into the mountains we go. Breakfast is rice noodles. We've been having rice noodles for breakfast like every single day. That is the breakfast item around here. And we also have fried rice cakes with sugar. This is the same thing we were cooking on the fire last night, but in a fried version. We're staying in a different village every night. This place, called Lao Mudang, lured us in with its Mao-era abandoned buildings and great scenery. And the nightlife was a bonus.
它是采取以前我们家里有儿子的找媳妇都是用这个来去
做定情物。
所以这些东西是从尼泊尔、印度洋这样运过来的。茶马古道、野马古道这样。我们这个村里的怒族人是打猎为生。我们就有熊胆、熊掌、熊皮、中草药这些来换取这些东西的。
The world she's describing has already disappeared thanks to currency and modern roads, but it's fascinating to think about what life was like in this incredibly remote and inaccessible region just a few decades ago. However, there are still some places around here that can make you feel as though you've been transported back in time. Where we're going next is one of them. But wait, I got distracted by another random village on the way, so we'll check that out first. Stopping in a random village on the side of the road, cause why not? It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. As usual, gotta show you guys some of the stuff for sale in the little shop. So on the bottom half of this little booth, they're selling cute little shoes with fuzzy pandas. And up here, they're selling toy assault rifles. Okay, now let's take a gander at the snacks section. Look at this, you can buy an entire vacuum sealed fish. You can also buy vegetarian rack of lamb. It's made with like soy and wheat products. Check this out, gummy hot dogs. As usual, the alcohol selection is impressive. There's a lot of alcohol in here. Yo, look at this. Chicken lollipops. Oh my goodness, more guns?
这是一支笔，用来写字。
这边的人这么喜欢抢呀？
这个是小孩子喜欢。
I'm from the US, where statistics show there are literally more guns than humans. So with so many real guns laying around, toy guns just aren't a thing, especially these ultra-realistic ones. And every time I see them here, it's a culture shock. Like, man, these kids love their guns. Somebody's child is an avid gun enthusiast. They also love explosions of all kinds. Wow! Goodness me, these kids. Despite the fixation of the younger generation on guns and explosions, it does seem that they all grow up to be very chill and friendly people. So we were just walking down the street here, and the people running the shop were like, hey, come and have some tea, come and sit by the fire. And it's actually not even that cold outside, but I think people just enjoy the cozy vibes of the fire going here. And they offered us this bowl of nuts and seeds. They even made us a little cup of tea.
主要是这种卡孔为主，知道吧？
我们前2天去了一个傈僳族村呢。
对，不像外省一样用那个电的嘛。
This place is mostly inhabited by the Nu and Lisu ethnic groups, who not only enjoy fire pits and offering tea to strangers, they also love colorful, vibrant patterns. We've been seeing the women on the streets wearing these super cute outfits all morning long, and finally, I found where they get them from. This one I find really interesting. I've been seeing a lot of this blue stripe pattern out on the street. A lot of ladies have been wearing this. It's a very interesting vibe because this, to me, screams corporate office job. But here, it is a super cute outfit. Look at this, they have an entire row of them. They love this pattern. They love this pattern. I could never wear one of these on the street. I'd be like, put me back in my cubicle. So like they love colorful things, but they don't go overboard. So the main pattern is kind of subdued, and then they add some embellishments to it to make it a little cuter, but it's not too colorful. It's not too loud. Here's a men's outfit, if anybody's curious. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. That is precious. Even these cute bags that the ladies and some of the men are carrying around the streets are also available in here. This is oddly out of place We were originally just coming by this village for maybe like 30 minutes just to go for a little stroll. We actually ended up spending over 2 hours in here chatting with locals, wandering around, having lunch. Love this place. It's so charming. It's just a random village on the side of the road. Now it's time to go where we were trying to get to in the first place, the little town of Bingzhongluo. We have arrived at our next destination, this spooky, practically abandoned motel. There ain't nobody here. We actually had to call the number at the receptionist desk and be like, hey, like, is this place still operating? Are y'all here? Here's the room, if anybody's curious. Very nice view. Here's the bathroom with this super cute door with birds on it. It's not bad at all. There's just nobody here. Pineapple. After our little snack of vegetarian rack of lamb, which is basically latiao with cumin on it, we went out for an evening stroll. Look at these trees. Is this not the perfect place to film a horror movie? It's the combination of the pine mountains, the log cabins, the like spindly trees that look like this. Come on, look at this tree. Is this not straight out of a horror movie? Of course the people here think this place is totally normal, and I'm sure it is normal. It's just that because so many American horror movies are filmed in this exact kind of environment, I'm like, ooh, spooky. Right here we have a row of Tibetan prayer flags, and they all have prayers written on them. And as they are blown in the wind, the prayers are released into the universe. This place is quite close to Tibet, and even though apparently there aren't a ton of Tibetans living here, you can still see prayer flags all over the place. It's just part of the local culture. Tomorrow night we are staying here. This place is so cute. And now it's time to go find something for dinner. We are ambling our way towards a location that the map says has a restaurant. Here next to the cow grazing, there is a gravestone. Perfect addition to the spooky vibe around here. This cow escaped. It's dinner time. We have found a pork-free restaurant here, and they also have breakfast, so we're definitely coming back tomorrow. Here's our dinner. It is stir-fried peas and this beef soup thing. And the owner just came over and gave us this plate of radishes and some tea. 谢谢。漂亮。After our classic rice noodle breakfast, we went out to explore the local market. The morning market is in full force here in this little town. Let's see what's for sale. They're selling white corn. It looks like teeth. My skin is crawling just looking at this. A very popular decoration is these little fake tree things. We got cute little tree thingies, festive wheat, various candies. This one is a corn cob. We also encountered a booth run by a Tibetan lady who was selling these cool rainbow braids that are apparently used as car decorations. She was also selling tea kettles and traditional coats and prayer flags and even this blender with a yak on it. But out of everything, these were my favorite. I like to get something unique every place that I travel to. So we got this set of little bells with faces on them. And you're supposed to hang them on like yaks or cows or sheep or goats or whatever. We don't have any of those creatures, but we just really wanted them because they're cute. I feel like I'm taking my goats out to graze. Anyway, let's go check out some log cabins. Right over yonder is the village we are going to, and yes, we are getting there by this overdramatic cable bridge. there is a road that leads into the village, but I didn't feel like driving the extra 10 minutes when there is this bridge that is only accessible by foot. No cars, no scooters, nothing. This right here is one of the few local villages left where all of the traditional architecture has been preserved, or if it needs to be renovated, they will do it in the traditional style, which is a log cabin. In most places, it's been replaced by concrete. Like, there'll be some old wooden houses here and there, but it's not like a whole village. And it was here that we encountered the child mafia. 哎，小朋友在这墙呢。这边小朋友这么喜欢玩墙。
你好，
你好，小朋友。
yaxshimi? 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 Yaxshimisiz? Yaxshimi? Yaxshimi? Yaxshimi?
什么？感觉像黑帮一样，他们这个样子。They're like, do you have any candy? 好像没有糖。那咋办？没有糖不让过吗？ In the US, it's like mega socially unacceptable to give candy to random strangers' kids. But here, the kids are like, where's the candy at? Even though we didn't have any candy, eventually the child mafia warmed up to us a little bit. And one of them, after getting a spanking for running around in the cow field without shoes on, decided he didn't want to live here anymore and he was going to come home with us instead. Y'all, this is what childhood's supposed to be like. Run around without a care in the world. Less screens, more outside. This is their playground. Dad's like, put your dang shoes on.
爸爸，
哎呀，我小时候的记忆，这个是。
你跟我一起走是吧？你跟我一起回家吗？我带你去新疆。
快回家吧，再不回家要被打屁屁了。
你不想当他的儿子是吧？
哎呀，他挥手了。
当我的儿子吗？他说我当你的儿子，不想人。
拜拜，小朋友们。
拜拜。
拜拜。Oh my gosh, if that was in the US, this entire exchange would have been deeply socially unacceptable. But here, they're just like, haha, whatever. So cool. Here is what appears to be the village community center, but because this village is so tiny, there's really nothing going on. And the one ping pong table available is being used to dry corn. There's also kind of the equivalent of like an HOA type thing over here. If you do a good job keeping your house and yard looking nice, they put your picture here. And there's also a board for people who did a bad job. Nobody's on the board of shame right now. I guess they're satisfied with everybody. And just past the little ping pong table that's drying corn, there is a basketball court. There's no one on it right now. There's just a dog taking a nap, and a child has parked their little toy car. Right here is a little store, but it's not open right now. If it was open, they would remove this plank of wood, and then you could buy whatever's in there. I love the cute little rugs that they put on the seats of the motorcycle. The guard geese are going off. We are now on our way to the neighboring village on this little dirt path, and then right across the river is the road we've been driving on. So that's the fast road, this is the slow road, and we're taking the slow road because slow road has some pretty sick scenery actually. Check out this path. It's like a cave, kind of. Coming through our second village of the day. So this village we're in now is a bit more of like the average situation for places like this, which is that there's a mixture of everything. There's a little bit of dirt and wood architecture. There is concrete, just like regular concrete. There is concrete painted with the wood pattern. See, this is actually concrete, but it's painted to look like wood. So it still has the wood vibes. But yeah, people just don't really want to do wood houses anymore. The guy in this house who's playing this like nightclub Tibetan music popped his head out the window, and I was like, I love your music, and he was like, ah. There is actually a tiny restaurant in this village, so we're gonna have lunch here. I was expecting this to be a snacks only kind of day, but no, there's actually a little restaurant in here. Someone's got an unusual rock collection out here. Really, that's what it's called. Unusual rock collection. Having learned the rules of how things work around here in the previous village, we found a grocery store and picked up some candy. And every time a kid gave us a questioning stare, we handed it over. No questions asked. The candy economy is thriving here. Although no more plastic guns were aimed at our face, I did, unfortunately, get bullied. I think? I don't know. How would you guys interpret this? So yeah, it was a fruitful day indeed.
哟，你是第二个马斯克。
Unfortunately, this village was just too fascinating, so we stayed a little bit too late, and I ended up having to drive on these tiny winding mountain roads in the dark, which was not the vibe, but alas, such is life. The conditions out here are a little bit stressful, okay? Like if you go the wrong direction by like a centimeter, bye, you're in the ditch. Bye, you've fallen off of this extremely tiny narrow road. I feel like I'm in a video game right now. I 买的那个玩意儿都在后备箱里，滴滴滴滴滴滴滴滴。坎坷的路，像进入一个黑洞一样。我们到了，我们到了，我们到了。So from what the host family told us last night, this is the house they actually live in. But they kept their old wooden house, and they seem to be using it as a living room because they have a little fire going in there. There it is! That's the temple where we're going. Our last stop before we go back to Baoshan. Here.
你们是不是吃到了呀？看你们匆忙忙的跑出来。
收东西在那边偷了。
这里有几个和尚呀？10多个哦。
可以进去。
他们在做什么呀？
今天的开法会就是念经。可以进去。
And with that, we're heading back to Baoshan, the place we started this crazy journey from. Make sure to check out part 1 if you haven't seen it yet. This is also the end of our Myanmar border series, and I have to say, this region has some of the friendliest people and the most unique landscapes I have ever seen. From spending Chinese New Year with ex-headhunters, to witnessing off-the-wall nightlife with the Chinese Thai people, from wiping the dust off my Chinese driver's license to conquer these crazy mountain roads, to sitting around the fire with various friendly strangers, this has been an unforgettable journey, and I'm glad I was able to take you guys with me. That's all for today, everyone. See you guys next time. And if you ever decide to visit some random villages on the Myanmar border, remember to bring some candy in your pocket, just in case.